Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everybody, welcome back to the intensive listening course. Now, on the second meeting, we are going to be talking about how to succeed in your study. Jadi topiknya akan lebih berkaitan dengan, your study at the university. But still, the main focus is on listening. Let me show you today's agenda. So the first one is about table completion, lebih tepatnya berkaitan dengan bagaimana kita menyiapkan diri dengan soal yang berkaitan dengan tabel, especially with how to complete missing information. And then also number 2 is true-false items. Kita coba mencari tahu statement seperti apa yang dianggap true, kemudian statement seperti apa yang tergolong false. Last one is the listening tip 2. This one is on the active listening. So there are a few points that I will, show you later. Now let's go on with the first topic. Right. Berkaitan dengan table completion, dalam hal ini kita coba menekankan pada two main points. The first one is the missing detail. So as an example, I would like to use this table or this detail. Jadi kita punya satu detail yang berkaitan dengan language international summer program. Okay, right. So for the missing detail, the first point that you have to understand is make sure that you read the table beforehand. Okay, jadi kalau kita lihat di sini ada satu table di situ, jadi satu bagian dari table ada like 2 points. The first one is A, di situ ada percent of final grade, and the next one is listen to blah 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 on the radio. Right. Nah, paling enggak sebelum kamu mendengarkan ke recording atau di audio, kamu juga mencari tahu informasi apa yang sebenarnya diinginkan oleh soal atau question. So, if you look at point A, itu kan dia mencari tahu tentang angka di situ, berapa persen nilai, for example, yang akan menentukan final grade. Kemudian point D, listen to the blah 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 on the radio. Kita diminta mencari tahu informasi apa yang sebenarnya dimaksud dalam radio. So, in order to complete the missing information, you need to check the words written before and after the blanks. Kamu harus memperhatikan kata atau kalimat yang tertulis sebelum dan sesudah bagian blanks di situ. Right? So that's the first one, is the missing detail. Number 2 is the word class. So you need to be sure that you're familiar with the grammar and also the word class, for example, noun, adjective, verb, atau adverb. And to find out the word class, sama, kamu harus memperhatikan words before and after the blanks. Mungkin kita lebih tepatnya lihat ke poin yang D di sini. Listen to the blah 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 on the radio. Kalau kita lihat setelah kata the dan sebelum kata on, itu memang kemungkinan besar dia berupa noun, okay? Karena memang setelah kata the, umumnya dia diikuti oleh, noun. For example, the class, the detail, the course, for example. Right? So this is just another example. So 16B wrote Portville. Jadi, like number 1, well, it's clear that number 1 refers to a name. Dia mengacu ke nama jalan di situ. Number 2, next to the blah blah blah, right? Again, number 2, kita punya the, dan umumnya setelah the is going to be a noun. Okay? Now let me show you another detail on the first agenda. Right. Berkaitan dengan table completion, there are 2 other points that you have to take into account. Yang pertama, stay on track, right? This is the example. Right, so this is actually the complete table. Kalau kamu lihat itu ada point A, point D, and then also point E di situ. Well, actually we also have point B and C, tapi di bagian yang lain dari table di situ. Di bagian recording, nanti soal itu pasti mengacu ke jawaban secara beruntun. So it's going to be like from A, B, C, D, and E. So after you complete point A, kamu langsung aja go to point B, alright? Jadi bukan berdasarkan apa yang tertulis di table. No, you still focus on the points or the numbers of the questions. Kemudian yang kedua, beware of distractors. So make sure that you remember what to focus on. Jadi dalam mendengarkan ke recording itu pasti ada banyak sekali informasi yang kamu dengar. Cuman nggak semuanya itu ditanyakan di soal atau di dalam table. So make sure that you know what to focus on. Jadi selalu perhatikan apa yang harus kamu cari. Kemudian number 2 is be sure to check and recheck again. So you actually have some time to check your understanding after you listen to the table. So after listening, you try to check again and again. Okay, right. So this is one example of distractor. Ada istilahnya itu pengganggu di situ, right? So try to listen to the sample.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I'm new to the area.
No problem. It's easy to find us. We're just beside the cinema, about 2 blocks from the State Library.
Got it. Okay, I know the spot. That's perfect. It's an easy walk from our office.
Great.
Okay, so that is one example of distractor. Kalau kamu lihat atau perhatikan dari first speaker, dia mengucapkan about 2 blocks from the State Library. Kemudian, second speaker says, okay, good. It's a short walk from my office. Seolah-olah jawaban untuk pertanyaan tersebut adalah office, but actually is not. So the answer is the State Library. The next part is the true-false items. So, kalau statementnya dianggap true, for example, okay, kita punya satu contoh weekly timetable, right? Statement yang bersifat true itu pasti dia menyimpulkan ulang atau menyatakan ulang statement yang ada di recording atau dia setuju dengan statement yang ada di recording. For example, dalam contoh di sini kita punya weekly timetable, kelas paling awal dia mulai from 9 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Kemudian mungkin kita mendengarkan from the recording, the earliest starts at 9 or the earliest class starts at 9. Kalau kita lihat itu kan dia audio atau statementnya sama dengan yang ada di table. So this one is actually true statement. Nah, untuk statementnya dia sifatnya false, dia kebanyakan contradicts or disagrees with the statement. Jadi dia menyangkal atau tidak sepaham dengan apa yang disebutkan di recording. For example, this one. Well, actually in the table, it's written Film Club Spider-Man. Hanya satu film yang disebutkan di situ, Spider-Man. Kemudian di soal misalkan munculnya Film Club includes diverse ranges of movies. Dia di soal tertulis klub film tersebut meliputi banyak sekali jenis film. That is not true. Okay, so this is actually false karena di tabel dia tertulis hanya satu film, and that is Spider-Man. So that is how we find out the answer to true, false questions. Now for the tips of the day is the active listening. Untuk active listening ada 3 poin yang perlu kita perhatikan. The first one is be familiarized with sound. So you need to be familiar with the sound. Kita harus familiar dengan sound di situ. It's quite simple but tricky. Tapi kadang, kita miss di beberapa points. For example, perbedaan antara kata sheep and ship. So kita harus bisa membedakan seperti shown the sheep atau shown the ship. Okay, jadi just one small difference, but it will create different meaning. Okay. Kemudian number 2 is memorize what is heard. Jadi kita coba sebisa mungkin menghafal atau mengingat apa yang disebutkan di recording. Although there will be, so many details or so many information from the recording. Kemudian last one is understand the ideas. Nah, sering kali kita mendengarkan recording atau audio dan kita dengan mudah menghafal atau menangkap apa yang diucapkan di recording, but sometimes is not understanding. Jadi kita benar-benar hanya mendengarkan tapi bukan memahami. So make sure that you try to understand the information. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.